Jake, I know you guys have talked a lot about the slow starts, and Will said that, they've exhausted every measure. Just has there been one consistent thing about why you guys just can't come out for the first quarter ready to go?
It may be, I don't know. There's no concrete answer. We're going to keep trying and figuring out what we can do. I think maybe coming out up-tempo may help us more. Sometimes it feels like we go to up-tempo to kind of get us started sometimes. And so I think maybe coming out of the game, fast tempo may help us, but still trying to just figure everything out. I do know that we're going to need to come out playing well, especially this week, knowing that they're really good on offense, and that we're going to have to play well offensively to compete, and it's going to be a fun deal, and everyone's ready to go.
Did you feel like the last game was maybe your guys' best in terms of kind of the up-tempo? It seemed like, especially with the running game, you guys were kind of relentless, just snapping it with, 30, 25 seconds left on the clock.
No, for sure. I definitely think that everyone did a great job lining up fast, and that's one thing we talked about going into the game, was using some shifts and some motions, but also getting lined up fast, knowing that that they struggled some with tempo, getting lined up. So we saw that just from film. So I think everyone really did a good job of taking what we practiced and what we saw on film and implementing it and executing well on game day.
Jake, against an Ole Miss offense that can be pretty explosive, do you try to change anything offensively on your end, maybe to try to slow it down a little bit and keep the ball a little bit more?
Then you get into playing scared and whatnot. We're going to play how we play, and we're not going to look too much into it. I mean, we do know that we have to play well, but that's with every game. We got to play well offensively. So we're just going to do what we do and try to move the ball and stay balanced and put up some points. But that's the plan every game. So,
Jake, taking it from the other side of the slow start, what happens at halftime and in the second half where you guys get revved up and seem more productive? Is it more emotional in the locker room or something, or is it desperation, back against the wall kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing. It's no emotional, pump up speech or anything. I think it's just the resiliency that we have on the team, and that we're going to keep fighting, and no matter what. I think that's like you said, kind of backed up against the wall, knowing that we got to come out swinging, and that's what we do. And Coach Warner tells us all the time that he's losing the little bit of hair he has left every game that we keep close. But a win's a win, and I'm just proud of our team of how we responded. But like you said, we have to come out first half and play better.
You touched on it a little bit, but Ole Miss is known for throwing the ball deep, trying to get a lot of quick points on the board. How important is it to try to match them point for point and then let the defense do their work?
Yeah, I mean, we got to respond. We're going to have to respond in the game. We know that. They're an explosive offense, and they got a great defense as well. I mean, they have some good players over there that are able to make some plays. But yeah, I mean, we know that just like every game this season, when we've been asked to respond or our defense has been asked to make a big play, I think our team's done a decent job of that, of stepping up in the moment, and we're going to do it again Saturday.
Kind of getting back to the shifts and motions, obviously you guys do a lot of motions in the past, but on Saturday, did y'all do more with like the flipping the tight ends and moving the running backs around a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. Just trying to we noticed on film, Tennessee did a lot of they would kind of change their whole defense based on one guy moving or the tight ends flipping sides. So we were just wanting them to communicate a lot, knowing that they were pretty young in the secondary, making them communicate, just trying to get as many advantages as we can pre-snap.
So you think, I guess, that affected them pretty good amount, y'all doing as much as you did with that stuff?
Well, I mean, I think, based on the film that, they had some times where they weren't lined up, I guess, the best way. But I think we did a good job of just staying to our plan and just staying on our tracks in the run game. And the running backs did a great job of just hitting the holes hard and making big plays.
And last one about this. I don't know if you can quantify or know, like, did y'all do more of that stuff compared to previous weeks, or was it kind of the same, or does that even register?
I'd say it's about the same. I think it's a little bit different of what we did. some more shifts more than motions. And when I say that, a shift is more, two guys that kind of go in the same time. But I think it's pretty balanced though, of what we did before. Like I said, just seeing the film, I think we knew that we could take advantage of that using motions and stuff.
Jake, not just the team, but you personally seem to play so much better from behind, under pressure in the second half. Why do you think that is?
I think it's just, like I said before, I think it's just the resiliency that we have as a team. And I think we really, lean on each other when times get tough, and it really just is a team effort. I think that, like I said, we need to start off better and may not always be in those situations, but it's good for us. It's good for us to be in those situations and know that we're going to stick together and play. I think it's just coming out swinging and just knowing to do whatever it takes to win.
As far as you personally, though, you're so well coached, you're so versed in the quarterback thing from your family and everything. Is it possible that at the start of games you're almost overthinking things, and then once you get a little bit of a sweat and you're starting running around, you calm down a little?
I don't look too much into that. I think that we just got to go out there and execute better. From the jump, I think that as you play, you get a feel for what they're doing defensively, how they're trying to come at you, what blitz that they have new. So I think from just a time in the game standpoint, not really thinking too much. I think just obviously being in the game more helps me the most, trying to get a good feel for what they do, because it seems a lot of defenses this year kind of had something new for us each week. They kind of have their film, but they had a new defense or our new blitz in against us. So it's been fun. It's been a fun challenge so far, and just kind of keep rolling.
What was it about the Vanderbilt game that caused you guys to start as fast as you did and score right away? And how much of that is just guessing right against what defense you see?
Yeah, well, we knew that they love to play a lot of man coverage going into that, and we felt good about our matchup with Shy in the slot, and that's how we were able to get the touchdown, obviously. But I think it's just a matter of execution. I really do. I think it's we came out there with the right mindset that we had to be self-starters and to get it rolling, and we did a good job. Shy ran a great route to get us in the end zone. And I think we just started rolling from there. But, yeah, I think it just goes back to practice and execution.
Jake, Bryson said that there had been some talk about the early kickoff time, 11 a.m. Oxford time, and how that could possibly work to your advantage because you guys get an early start every day during the week for practice. And maybe that could help with the slow starts. And also, too, my second question is, what's the synergy like on the sideline between the offense and the defense when you guys are running the football like you did on Saturday? Does that go up a level, or does it remain the same no matter how the offense is performing?
Yeah, I mean, I think going to the first question, I definitely think it is an advantage for us. We're up, early every day, coming in here and having to turn our minds on very early and to be locked in, from an early point in the game. So I'm not too worried about our team coming out there focused Saturday. I think, playing a big SEC game but also being early, I think we're going to be ready to go. And then, as far as just on the sideline, I think that, obviously if we're playing well offensively, the defense, that helps them a lot, knowing that we have their back. But, time and time again, they've made a big play for us. So I think, it kind of goes hand in hand. We pick each other up, and when they need us, we want to come through for them, and same vice versa. But I think run the ball effectively and know that when they see the physicalness that the O-line's playing with, I think that kind of energizes them to be physical as well and to keep taking it to an offense.
Jake, whether it's the RPOs or play action, how much is being able to establish the run the way you guys did the last game help you out personally?
Oh, it helps tremendously. I mean, it gets the safeties in the box. It gets more people's eyes focused on what's going on in the backfield and with the O-line rather than, route concepts or stems or anything. So I think it just helps us a lot to be able to establish that and making us more balanced offensively. And, it was a lot of just handoffs to the running backs. But I think as we continue to grow, getting speed sweeps in there, getting a lot of more people with the ball in their hands to go make a play. And it was great to just see the O-line just moving people out the way and really taking a stand and carrying our offense this game and making big plays for us.
Jake, after watching the film of last week, and just how do you feel like the offense clicked with McClendon on the sidelines, and do you think that's something he'll do going forward?
I definitely think it's something he'll do going forward. I think it was great. It was great for me being able to, talk to him and talk to Coach Warner. Talking to Coach Warner on the phone, obviously, and then having Coach BMAC right there. And I think it helped the receivers tremendously, having him there. And, just him just being there, his presence, he's very confident on the sideline, just gives us a sense of confidence, a leader to really rally behind. And just knowing that he's there, he's in the game with us, and he wants what's best for us.
How much do you guys notice the running backs hanging around together in non-football activities? How close is that group?
Oh, they're always together. They're always, joking, cracking on each other, especially Mon. I mean, he's always just picking at somebody. But they're a really tight group, and they really just, love one another. They really do. And we got asked after the game, and I heard Rico got asked the same thing. They really don't care who starts or who gets the ball. I mean, you'll see them on the sideline. If one of them scores, they're all celebrating, and they really just cherish each other, and it is really impressive to see.
Do quarterbacks ever get system envy? I mean, do you look at a guy like Jordan who's throwing the ball a ton and say, I'd like to play one day. I'd like to play in a system like that.
You see it, and that's the way their offense is set up, and that's the way their teams ran. But for me, I don't. I love what we do offensively, and I wouldn't trade anybody or anything, any scheme for what we do. So, but I mean, he does throw it around a lot, and they got a lot of playmakers on offense. But like I said, I love what we do, and maybe some quarterbacks do, but not for me.
At what point did you realize the potential of Dylan Wanham to play this early in his career, and what did you see from him in front of you on Saturday?
Well, I think coming in, he had to learn early. He had the ability and everything, but I think he really had to change his mindset when he got here, and he did a great job of that, of coming in here and realizing that, okay, this is college football. I got to step it up and really lock into what I have to do on the football field. And I'd say during fall camp he had some signs that he was going to be a really good player, and then just progressively got better. And then in the bye week, just really had a great week. He doesn't say a lot, he really doesn't, but just a guy that goes out in the field and just does what he has to do, and knows his role, does his role very well.
What has it been like this season, watching Mon kind of go through battling the injuries, and was it kind of nice to see him, sort of get thrown in there late and kind of take on a pretty big role in helping you guys secure that victory?
Yeah, Mon's very talented, and it's been unfortunate some of the things he's had to battle through, but it's been impressive as well to see how much that he's mentally been able to handle everything, and to stay positive, to stay encouraging his teammates, other running backs, and to be able to help us. I mean, he did a great job of coming in there and giving us a spark and being a guy that was fresh and able to break some tackles, get some big first downs. Just a real big effort by him, and it's just really impressive how he stayed locked into the game and just able to help us late.
Jake, you touched on it in the postgame, but how much did this win kind of just help your confidence, give you a good mindset, do some positive things for you going forward?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to win. Whether if you throw 4 or 5 touchdowns in a loss, it's not as good as throwing one and you win. A win is a great feeling. It helps everyone. It's easier to correct mistakes off of a win than it is a loss. But for me, I just try to stay consistent. Go in every game with the same confidence, the same trust in my teammates. They're going to go make plays, and we're going to run the ball effectively. So I think it was big for our whole offense to come back how we did, and really executing when we needed to. Going into the third quarter, especially after they scored, and responding, I think it was just huge for our whole offense.
Jake, you've mentioned Coach Warner a few times. Just what has it been like working with him this season? And he's a guy who's been at Ole Miss, especially this week. Is he give you any insight on guys you're going to be playing against?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely knows some of the guys there. He knows, you know, a lot of their coaches there. He's good friends with them. So I'm sure it's going to be a unique experience for him. But you know, it's been great this season. Just the knowledge that he has, the calmness, just the whole mindset that he has about a game has really helped me, and just how he handles everything, and from RPOs to just during the game staying calm and knowing what we have to do to come back and win. And it's just been great to have him in the quarterback room. Let's do it.
A couple of guys have mentioned Jay and DeCarrion today as far as what they've done on the scout team. How have you seen them progress this season, and just where do you see them going from here?
Yeah, I mean, two just really unselfish guys. You know, two guys that really care about the team more than themselves. Understand, you know, what it is to be part of a team. You know, they both come in each and every day to learn and get better. And then when they get out there and I think they rotate, you know, some scout team stuff. So when it's their time to do scout team, they put all their effort into that. And you know, not only are they down there, they're holding guys accountable, you know, offensively down there, because we run plays, and if a guy has a 12-yard curl route and he doesn't make it there, they're holding guys accountable, even in scout teams. So it's been impressive to see them stay positive and understand that they have a huge role in us winning games as well.